Hey, what's up guys? It's Chris Greenwood, aka Manifest, 3-time Juno Award nominated rock and hip hop artist and creator of this free 3 training video series. Welcome to video 1. I am so stoked that you signed up for this. You are excited about your career. You are willing to invest in it by watching these training videos. Like I said, I've been doing music full time for over 10 years. I think it was back in 2004 where I finally quit my job and went full time. And you know, that didn't happen overnight. I remember I was working at an IT job for about 5 years. But the cool thing about having a job is I was able to take the money and invest it into my career in music. That's what helped me to build my website. That's what helped me to put money in towards the studio and to get merchandise done and get a logo created and all these things. Because, you know, a lot of artists, as I travel and tour, they want to like have the full-time career right away. You know what I mean? They want to like just it to happen overnight, and that's what I wanted. And I remember when I approached my boss, and I remember I went from 5 days a week to 4 to 3, and then I started to take leave of absences where I'd go on tours and then I'd come back to work. My work was very generous, and then they let me, you know, tour and just so supportive of my career. And then finally, I remember I was sitting in my office and I had just gotten an offer from a label to do a licensing deal with my music, and so I had signed it and I got signed. And I was sitting in my office and I was like, man, it's time to go full time. And I didn't want to be wondering, what if I never quit my job? What if I never left? And I remember typing that email to my boss, and then it felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders when I clicked send, and I sent that email to my boss, and I quit my job. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just did it. And at first it was all like celebration, and then, you know, like I'm gonna be full-time artist, what I've wanted so bad. And then it was like, okay, what do I do now? And that's when I went on tour and I started playing shows. And to be honest, it was a lot harder than I thought at first. You know, within 3 months, I almost went broke, sleeping on the side of the road, sleeping in hotel room floors, just trying to figure out this music industry and what works. Well, within 3 years, you know, I was able to pay back the debt because I was $30,000 in debt. And what I realized is you don't have to go into credit card debt to have a good career in this industry. You know, you just need to plan. You need to have, you know, a roadmap, which I'm going to be teaching you later on. And just to say, hey, do this first, then this, then this, then this, and actually know where you're going. What I did was I just jumped in a car with a friend and drove from Toronto, Ontario, all the way to Seattle, Washington, with no shows in between. Who does that? Not a very smart artist. That's why this is called Smart Music Business, because I want to teach you guys to do it the smart way, not the dumb way. And let me just bust a myth about this whole music industry and needing a record label. You know, I've signed a licensing deal where the label had gotten my record for a certain amount of time, for like 5 years, and then eventually I get it back. And that is a big deal because I own the masters. They don't own them. They're just licensing them from me for a certain period of time, and then I get a percentage, and then they promote it and I promote it as well. But let me tell you how awesome it is when you get that record back and you get 100% of the royalties. Like, let me just share this one story where it was in the year 2000. I was still dating my girlfriend at the time. She did my photography, she did my design, and we created this EP, this 5-song EP. I didn't know what I was going to do. We made the logo, the Manifest logo, and put it out there, and you know what? It sold. And that was in 2001, and now it's 2014. And let me say, well, the coolest thing about the music industry is that thing is still selling, because I didn't quit, and I created lots more other albums and kept on promoting, kept on touring. You know, now 10, 11, 12 years later, that album I created, or EP I created in 2001, is still making me money. And the coolest thing, what I like to call it, is Swiss dollars. Sales while I sleep soundly. The first key is you got to create music. You got to get out there and you got to tour. You got to market yourself on social media, which I'm going to get into in the next video about, you know, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. And if you don't have those pages yet, you know, create them. If you don't even have a band name yet, an artist name yet, I'm going to talk to you more about that later on in the course and just really help you to build an actual career, a sustainable career where you're not stressed out, where you're not in debt, and how you can do this the smart way and win. What I want to do right now is I want to put a challenge out there to y'all. If you haven't gotten a song recorded yet, then I want to challenge you to record one. If you don't got yourself singing a video or a cover even, I want to challenge you to do that. And what I want you to do is I want you to post it in the comments below of you singing a song, whether it's live, whether it's at home. I don't care where it is. Just you singing a song, whether an original or a cover. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all those different videos and songs, and I'm going to pick a winner so that you can win a free 30-minute consulting session with me to talk about your career. I am so excited about this training series. The thing is, man, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to start to be great. I sucked so bad when I first started, but I didn't quit. I kept going, and that's what I encourage you guys to do. Can't wait to see it in video number 2, and make sure you post something in the comments below. Peace. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you found it valuable. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below so that you can get the more content that I'm releasing. Also, if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.